we have T-Hub and many of our startups are using T-Works also. But still, a small entrepreneur requires a piece of land and a startup requires some kind of support in infrastructure like that. It includes the machinery and land also. So they can visualize their dreams and scale up their production and sustain in the market. Today at this price, sir, they cannot afford, a startup cannot afford land. So think of it and maybe if you can announce a startup industrial park, that would be great because all my CEOs are here and of incubation centers. Many startups will grow as big, as you said, you wanted. The other day when you are addressing tribal department, I heard you. Many Bill Gates need to come from this country. Sir, we are capable. Give us that kind of support and infrastructure and we will make a dent. We will say it is made in Telangana, made by from India. This is how we will move forward and the support what we require is in technology. And when we talk about rural women, I think their problems are somewhat different. What they require is a little bit of technology graduation and technology penetration so that they can use e-commerce and have a digital training programs which will enable them to take advantage of global markets. As of today, sir, one more request. Marketing is a big issue. Though we have JET certification and lean manufacturing, we are not able to compete for various reasons. Women are a little Deepti may not accept this part, but many women are hesitant to move forward and also various social problems. They are not able to access finance and other aspects. I don't want to, everything about the whole scenario. We want a part of our government purchases to be earmarked for women entrepreneurs. So most of them are into food processing, textile, garments. This is happening in Orissa because ELIP has been given under Mission Shakti program. Orissa government has given us every district to have one industrial setup. That's a build and operate model. They gave flatted 1 lakh square feet for women entrepreneurs. Why can't we replicate this in Telangana, sir? Because you are a trendsetter, if given a right, even our Honorable Chief Minister, women are power, women are the doers, and women are the trendsetters. Sir, help us, plug and play, including with some kind of support from banks and other things. We can really scale up and reach to the global markets. Today's startups, we are going to honor them with a graduation certificate, and you are going to lay the foundation, and we request you to pave way for women economic empowerment. As you said, I heard you so many times, sir, you are really a leader because you set the vision and you say that you work hard, you reach the goal. This is the message you gave so many times to the youngsters. Sir, we are ready to follow your path and ready to follow the leader who will show us the real spirit of entrepreneurship. I only request you, whatever doables like, often we asked you for industrial parks and all, but sir, if it is needed for small entrepreneurs, we can collaborate with the TSIC and we can take care of the technology and we have a lot of experience, what product can be made and how it can be sold and how we can penetrate. So we would like to take advantage of our PPP model collaboration and existing industrial parks. We already have 2 industrial parks. Never we asked for land or anything, but we want to implement what is possible for women economic empowerment. I really congratulate all the startups. Nowhere there is a dent. They have so much vision. All of them are college students. They left the college and they started and they have incubated and they are really become suppliers to the government and defense sector, sir. We'll be showcasing all the startup success stories. I don't want to take much time, sir. You know about ELIP, but we request you to consider some kind of startup allotment. Sir, Sultanpur, you have not given us, please. It's always like, we are a small organization. We never demand, but Our startup, I think all of us together, all incubation centers together, we'll request you to give us some 100 acres in Sultanpur so that we can have flatted places for innovation incubators who are coming from different parts. It can be a multi-product. Think of it, sir, it will penetrate and it will really, we can overcome the hurdles of infrastructure. Unless we have infrastructure, finance is not possible. So you should consider and give a startup park. I think this will be the first state in the country which will announce this. I'm asking you so many asks, sir, but I know you are very, you are our favorite and you are our leader. So who else we can ask, sir, in your, journey? చెప్పాలంటే మేము రాముడు వారధిని దాడుతున్నప్పుడు చిన్న ఉడత సహాయం లాగా మేము కూడా we want to contribute, sir. We want to be part of your journey and applaud that the leader is here. And we all our startups are our members. We always praise. When you speak, it is like so much inspiration to all of us, sir. Even after 40 years of experience, I learn a lot from your speeches, and I admire his real gem of a person who takes us, who leads us, and really he creates a, like it is a place, a destination. Hyderabad has become a destination, not because of somebody, it's because of KTR Garu. Thank you, sir, for giving us this opportunity. You are here with us. It's a wonderful time for us because I've been after you so many times asking you, sir, come. But I would like to show you what we did in our Gajul Ramaram. It's a manufacturing incubation with all kinds of machinery. You should visit. Another ask is, please visit our LEP hub. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Rama ma'am. Well, that was the right ask to the right person, man of words, Shri KTR Garu. And now I would like to request Shri D. Chandrasekhar Garu, Additional Development Commissioner, MSME Development and Felicitation Officer, Government of India, Ministry of MSME, Hyderabad, to address the gathering. Please put your hands together.
Good evening. Dignitaries on the dais, Sri K.T. Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister for Industries, Commerce, Information Technology, Communication, Municipal Administration, Sri J.S. Ranjan Garu, Principal Secretary, Industries and Commerce, Narasimha Reddy Garu, Vice Chairman, Managing Director, TSIC, Balamalli Garu, Chairman, TSIC, GM Sidbi, Ramadev Garu, other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, members of the LEP and women entrepreneurs. It's really a great day today. The foundation stone for Women Entrepreneurs International Trade and Technology Center is being laid by none other than Honorable Minister Sri KTR Garu today in Hyderabad. It's a precious project, one of its kind, sanctioned by Minister of MSME under the Marketing Hub scheme. Telangana is the only state which got approval for establishing Marketing Hub in India. Many states tried for the Marketing Hub, but Telangana got it. I cannot forget efforts made by Alip, more particularly Sheila Bade ma'am. She has been following up since from the project preparation. Every week she used to call me and to my headquarters also. And I must also thankful to Principal Secretary J. Sir for giving consent of the state contribution in the national level steering committee. It's a good project and it will go a long way because women entrepreneurs are going to benefit a lot. It's going to be one-stop shop for all the export-related and trade-related activities in the state. Alip is in forefront and they're promoting women entrepreneurship by organizing so many promotional activities. Alip is one of the biggest beneficiaries of the Ministry of MSME, starting from the establishment of Gajal Ramaram Infra Development Project. This is the second project from the Ministry of MSME. We have also given sanctions for establishment of MSME incubator, livelihood business incubator. We have given sanctions for so many promotional activities, exhibitions, trade fairs, international trade fairs. We have been supporting ALIP for the past 20 years since its inception. I must thankful to ALIP for conceiving this project for the state of Telangana. I extend my compliments and best wishes to ALIP for all their endeavors in future. We from the Ministry of MSME will continue to support the ALIP efforts. With these viewers, I just want to bring few lines to the Honorable Minister's notice. Sir, we are running a scheme called MSME Cluster Development Scheme. Our state is doing very well as far as the infra development projects are concerned. Today, 17 projects are under implementation in the state. 3 ID projects are already completed. Another 6 ID projects are at the verge of getting final approval. As far as infra development is concerned, we are doing very well. But we need to focus more on the common facility center, sir. Today, we have with us Narasimha Reddy Garu also. TSS is implementing agency for cluster projects in the state. We need to have separate policy for the cluster development, and it will be appropriate, sir, if you set up a corpus fund of 100 crore rupees so that we can take up many projects in the state. Corpus fund can be utilized for state contribution, and all states are supporting. It's a demand-driven scheme. The states, those who are very proactive, those who comes forward, they'll get maximum benefit. And we need to do a lot of things, a lot of efforts, sir, especially for establishment of CFCs. Once CFCs comes, clusters get a lot of benefit because they are not only competitive, they can also produce quality products and they are in a position to export the products also. And overall state will get the benefit. With these few words, I am thankful to ALIP for having invited me for this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And now I would request, as previously mentioned by Rama ma'am, today we are here to celebrate the laying foundation of WAITTC, but 2017 we had the foundation stone of VHub ALIP by Shri KTR Garu itself. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the further proceedings, I would request distribution of graduation certificate to the innovative startups of AIC ALIP VHub. And for the introduction of ALIP VHub, I would request Ms. Veena, Chief Incubation Officer, to kindly join us on stage. Can we have a round of applause, please?
Very good evening, everyone. It's a great honor and privilege for me to give a brief about AIC ALIP VHub in presence of Shri K.T. Ramarao ji and other dignitaries on the dais. AIC VALIP has been established in the year 2017 with the support of Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, Government of India, and also backed by Ministry of Electronics and IT, Ministry of MSME, DPIIT, Ministry of Commerce. Under the visionary leadership of Rama Devi ji, AIC ALIP VHub supported around 90 plus startups, out of which 40 plus startups have raised funds and created 600 plus jobs so far. The incubator has a manufacturing facility in 7 different sectors, starting from biotech to robotics. We also provide co-working space, mentoring support, industry connects, and access for funding. We are deeply committed to mobilizing the entrepreneurship ecosystem in the country to foster innovation and the economic growth of the country. As an organization, we have had the privilege of working with some of the brightest minds in the industry, and we take the pride in our ability to identify and nurture talent through various programs, workshops, masterclasses, and events. These initiatives have provided a platform for entrepreneurs to gain insights, expand their network, and hone their skills. AIC VHub is focused on providing high potential women entrepreneurs necessary support to scale their ventures with the applicable knowledge on prototype building, manufacturing, business, finance, and fundraising. And we are sure this particular initiative of VITTC, jointly supported by Government of India, Government of Telangana, and ALIP, will further give to all the women entrepreneurs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Veena. And now moving forward, we are proud to present the certificates to our innovative startups as they graduate. And here for taking the further proceedings, I would request Dr. Zaharullah sir, our technical consultant, AIC Alip Vihab, to kindly join us on stage. Okay, the only thing that we would say that you are present over here is by clapping your hands. Can we all clap our hands, please? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chanchal. So, good evening to one and all. We have Edu4 Solutions Private Limited. First of all, I would like to call the representatives of Edu4 Solutions Private Limited. We have the founders Hani and Ms. Padma Priya Sri Ramesh. And today, Mr. Suraj and Ramachandra are representing the company. So, may I have Mr. Suraj? And I request the Honorable Minister to give the certificates of graduation to the startups. So Edu4 Solutions Private Limited is an defense sector startup. It has been manufacturing indigenous radars and low-cost anti-drone systems, UGV, and they have been supported with the ACLE VHub with 10 lakhs SISFS grant and 35 lakhs of METI grant. And moreover, they have received IDEX Disc Challenge and an award from Outlook Business 2002. Now, I would like to call upon the premium Swastek Enterprises, Ms. Supriya. The startup is into food sector. She has been manufacturing millet, idli and dosa batter, and she does 4 tons per day of production. And the startup was supported by ACLE VHub with 8 lakhs of SISFS grant and 10 lakhs of AIM seed fund. So the startup has been providing support to the farmers and in social entrepreneurship. Now I would like to call upon Chatura Energies Private Limited, Mr. Pradeep, Raghavendra Pradeep, CEO and co-founder, and also Mr. Pramod, Technical Director. So Chatura Energies Private Limited is into e-mobility. They have been manufacturing EV assembly and also lithium-ion battery assembly. The startup have received 4 lakh METI grant and also have started an EV station for the first time, and they have installed the EV station of different kilowatts. Now I would like to call upon Shamru Foods. The startup is into food tech. Ms. Mrudula Reddy Garu, she has been a housewife and came into entrepreneurship and became a startup of ALIP VHub. She has an lyophilizer freeze drying technology. She has different a range of foods which has a shelf life of 10 years, and she has about 10 to 15 range of products of uncooked fruits, vegetables, and ALIP VHub have given facility to her. Now I would like to call upon Harita Gold Enterprises, Mr. Murli and Mr. Samba Sivarao. So the startup is into the bio oil production from municipal solid waste management, and the startup have been received 25 lakh grant from BIRAC SBRI scheme, and the startup have been supported by ALIP VHub with the facility as well. Now I would like to call upon III RPD, Ms. Monica and Dr. Sudarshan Rao. The startup have been manufacturing robotics. They are into robotics and electronics sector. The startup have received 4 lakhs EIR grant from AIC VHub. The startup is a student in robotics and also with their professor who is into robotics as well. Now I would like to call upon Crizone Technology Private Limited, Mr. Mohan and Ms. Prabhavati Garu. So the startup has been within a mission of Vihan Tari, and they have manufactured a robotic boat. The boat will take out the complete unnecessary aquatic plants from the ponds, and they have received a grant of 4 lakhs from METI and also 20 lakh from HDFC Parivartan grant, and they are the finalists in Shark Tank, and they have been receiving this support from ACV VHub. Now we have Binford Research Labs Private Limited. We have Mr. Sharad Chandra, and also we have we have supported the startup with an 7 lakhs of grant. The startup is in UAV drones technology, and they have been manufacturing the drones almost for the first time in India. So the startup has a connection to servers of DGCA and also NPNT, and have been supported by AC LEP Hub. So these are the startups to whom we have supported, and I would like to thank all the dignitaries. Thank you very much. Right.
Sir, I would request you to, okay. Right after this certificate of graduation to the innovative startups, here comes the icing on cake, the most, I would say, the showstopper of the day, I must say that, because we have the Autocracy Machinery Private Limited, the business acceleration, honoring the innovative startup, talking about them. The Autocracy Machinery Private Limited with the founder Lakshman Valakati Garu and the co-founder we have Santoshi Budiraja Garu. And it has been started in the year November 2020, and Autocracy has stood top among the 200 applications received across India and has won $1 million demo day funding from AIM, Niti Aayog, and Venture Catalyst AIC Ali Hub. Was also commended for incubating the best startups of the country. Please put your hands together for Santoshi Budiraja, and requesting our chief guest and the guest of honors to kindly felicitate Santoshi Budiraja for achieving such a great honor. And the Autocracy Machinery was incubated at AIC Ali Hub and recognized by the Startup India Seed Fund scheme and supported with seed fund of 20 lakhs developing their trenching and tree-based cleaning machine. Further, Ms. Santoshi Budiraja was selected for Stanford Spark program, which is a prestigious entrepreneurship program that helps startups to grow and scale, and also prestigious entrepreneurship program that helps startups to grow and scale, and also for the NSRCEL IIMB Goldman sanction of 10,000 women program. So ladies and gentlemen, here we once again congratulate Santoshi Budiraja for winning $1 million demo day funding from AIM Niti Aayog. Please put your hands together. Congratulations once again, Ms. Santoshi, setting an example for all the entrepreneurs sitting right over here. Thank you once again and congratulating Ms. Santoshi. And now, as we are here for the laying foundation day of WEITTC, to know more about this, I would say the right person to talk would be Dr. Jyoti R. Pidikiti, the Vice Chairperson, WEITTC. Please put your hands together for Dr. Jyoti ma'am over here.
A very good evening. Shri KT Ramarao Garu, the dignitaries on the dais, and special invitees, and our members. It is my privilege to introduce WEITTC, Women Entrepreneur International Trade and Technology Center, first of its kind in India, supported by Ministry of MSME, Government of India, and Government of Telangana. We are grateful to the Government of Telangana for the support extended to ALEP in making this happen. ALEP is a 30-year-old organization working for the economic empowerment of women through enterprise creation. After having rich experience, expertise, and visionary leadership, ALEP and SADF collaborating with WEITTC for a successful journey ahead. Using this combination of experience, expertise, and knowledge base, the current entrepreneurs created by ALEP will be launched to their highest level. Additionally, WEITTC gives access to technology transfer. WEITTC registered under Section 8 of Companies Act 2013 exclusively for women entrepreneurs for the promotion of MSMEs in India and marketing network facilities India, and abroad. VITTC enables women entrepreneurs to participate in international trade and enhance their competitiveness to tap market opportunities. Hence, it will enable women to enjoy greater economic benefits. Our mission is to support women entrepreneurs to foster inclusive and sustainable economic growth and to achieve competitiveness in product manufacturing in order to participate in regional and global markets with required skills, technology, quality, efficient production processes, and knowledge about rules and regulations. Our vision is to have a business center for women entrepreneurs to explore market opportunities. Our objective is to work at the regional, national, and global level. VITTC efforts will help South Asian and Asian businesswomen associations to achieve beneficial integration into the international marketing system. Access to digital technologies, provision of e-commerce platforms, and networking for penetration into wider markets to improve the international competitiveness of MSMEs. Providing infrastructure for display of products, testing, training, and to organize B2B meetings. Promotion of green and sustainable manufacturing technologies to enable units to switch to sustainable and green production processes and products. Create a database and library for all trade-related data and information. Consultancy for brand building, related certifications, and market survey. And creating the right conditions and capacity building for women to benefit from trade requires all key stakeholders in the trade and business ecosystem to be activated. This is where VITTC works with policymakers, business support organizations, and private sector partners. There are a lot of opportunities for women to scale up their businesses, lack of skills, lack of knowledge, and export-import procedures, and few of the hurdles women entrepreneurs have to overcome. VITTC helps them in building capacities to make them global business women. In this regard, we are extremely happy to express our sincere thanks to Government of Telangana for supporting us. This is a great occasion for us that the foundation will be laid by Sri KT Ramarao Garu. This is another golden feather in Alip's cap. Thank you very much, the Government of Telangana. Thanks for the support. So a small booklet is given to you that gives all the information regarding our aspirations and our goals. So as we all know that Dr. Sheila Bide, retired IAS officer, is the chairperson of VITTC. Due to her prior appointment, she could not be able to make it possible to come here. And she is well known to all of us as Principal Secretary to the combined state of Andhra Pradesh. And Dr. Sheila Bide has sent her message because she could not be here physically. We are glad to hear from her. Can we have a video?
Honorable Minister, Shri KT Ramarao, Secretary Industries, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, VC and MD, TSIIC, Mr. Narasimha Reddy, Additional DC MSME, Mr. Chandrasekhar, Rama Devi, Jyoti Rani, distinguished women entrepreneurs and dear friends. Today we are laying the foundation stone of the exhibition cum marketing center. It is a day of great joy and satisfaction for us in VITTC. It is the objective of VITTC to promote women in trade and also to provide access to them of latest technologies so that their products become globally competitive. We would like women to benefit from trade just like all other participants have been benefiting. A couple of months ago, I went and met Secretary MSME, Mr. B.B. Swen in Delhi, and requested him to sanction an export center in Hyderabad. He said that there was no such scheme in the ministry, but there was a scheme called Exhibition Center cum Marketing Hub. Unfortunately, he said that this scheme has been decided to close down, but after a couple of months they would come up with a new scheme. and that VITTC can apply again then. I felt that waiting for a new scheme to be formulated would take a very long time and requested him if he could sanction whatever funds were available balance under this scheme, however small. He readily agreed, but he put a condition that VITTC should send the proposal at the earliest before the scheme comes to an end. So VITTC along with Ali formulated the scheme. I must point out that at this time Chandrasekhar was of great help to us, and so was Mr. Jayesh Ranjan and Mr. Narasimha Reddy. The scheme was sanctioned before the end of the financial year, and now we are in the process of implementing the scheme. Our concept of this exhibition center is not only to be an export center, but also provide facilities to the women entrepreneurs to succeed in trade. Facilities like testing of the export products to meet the international standards, international levels of packaging, support from logistic agencies, also from agencies providing freight forwarding and insurance, and also port facilitation. So as you can see, it is an end-to-end support system that we want to put in place. We of course will collaborate with South Asian Women's Development Forum, which are our partners. At the first step, we want to extend our support to women of South Asia and subsequently to women from ASEAN and the Middle East. Because we are not concentrating on export alone and on export and import, we would like to call it an international trade center. It will be the first of its kind in India, but for women exclusively, it will be the first of its kind internationally as well. So it will be an institution of international repute. We request the state government to provide additional land to us. At the moment, we have only 2,000 square yards available in Nandigama Industrial Estate, but that will not be sufficient, obviously. We would like some additional support, land support from the state government. I also request Mr. Narasimha Reddy to ensure that the quality of the building is of international standards, and also that it is executed speedily. With these few words, I wish all the participants as well as the implementers to construct this building as soon as possible and have great success in the objectives. Thank you very much.
We are also honored to have the video message of Mrs. Pramila Acharya Rizal, President of SADF, South Asian Women Development Forum, and she is the advisory board member of VITTC. So, can we have the video clipping?
Namaste. With the laying of the foundation stone of the International Trade and Technology Center by Honorable Minister Shri K. Taraka Rama Rao Garu, it is an occasion to celebrate the beginning of bringing together women entrepreneurs from South Asia. As the President of South Asian Women Development Forum, and on behalf of all the 7 sort of chapters in South Asia, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Minister for gracing the event with his presence, and also thank the Ministry of MSME, Government of India and Government of Telangana for their strong support. This indeed is a significant milestone for WEITTC, ALEEP and SODEF, one of the founder members, to make this into a reality, a concept which was conceptualized in the year 2018 in Visakhapatnam. President of ALEEP and Vice President of SODEF Chapter India, Srimati Rama Devi, your tireless efforts to support women entrepreneurship not only in India but also in South Asia is highly commendable. I am confident that the first of its kind marketing hub exclusively for South Asian women entrepreneurs will bridge the gender gaps in intra-regional trade and entrepreneurship in South Asia.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now moving forward, today is the day that I feel proud to be a woman, because it's definitely an honor, because with all the women entrepreneur, Alip have already started the women building for trade center, and definitely it's an honor for all the women present over here, wherein we are step by step getting into the market and acquiring the market and also playing very successful role in it. And now I would request Srimati Rama Devi Garu, Senior Vice Chairperson, WEITTC, and Srimati Sri Devi Garu, Secretary, Alip, to kindly present the check to Sri E.V. Narsimha Reddy Garu, IAS, VC and MD, TSIIC, Hyderabad. Please put your hands together for a new startup and a great startup for the woman entrepreneur. I would request Sri E.V. Narsimha Reddy sir to kindly join us, and also requesting Srimati take the seats. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come wherein we would love and get honored and move further proceedings of laying of foundation stone by our chief guest, Sri KTR Garu, Honorable Minister of Municipal Administration and Urban Development, Industry, Commerce, Information Technology and Communication, Government of Telangana. And please put your hands together. I would request our guest of honors and the dignitaries on the stage to kindly proceed for the laying foundation stone, and also requesting we ITTC board members to kindly join for the laying foundation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, right after Rama ma'am have asked so many asks, it's time to hear it from the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our chief guest, Sri KT Ramarao Garu, our Honorable Minister for Municipal Administration and Urban Development, to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you. Good evening. Firstly, I apologize showing up almost half an hour late. My sincere regrets. Gauronilu Ramadevi Garu, Gauronilu Jayesh Ranjan Garu, TSIC Chairman Gadari Balamallu Garu, Chandrasekhar Garu, Dr. Jyoti Garu, Narasimha Reddy Garu, Shiv Shankar Garu, to all the dignitaries gathered here, to all my friends from the media. Firstly, I congratulate Alip on a great trajectory over the last several decades. I think the story of how women entrepreneurship in Hyderabad, in Andhra Pradesh, erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, now Telangana, has unfolded is something that you can certainly attribute a significant part of that to Ramadevi Garu and her team. My compliments to the entire team of Alip on this wonderful journey so far. Now today we have been invited to commemorate a new occasion to lay the foundation for the Women Entrepreneurs International Technology and Trade Center. I'm delighted that more and more such initiatives which will bring inclusivity, which will ensure that more and more entrepreneurs who are hesitant, like Ramadevi Garu said, will become part of the process of becoming an entrepreneur. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I don't think there has ever been a better time in India than now to be an entrepreneur. Because you have a situation now where governments across the country, be it state or its center, understand, acknowledge the role of entrepreneurs. Not only do they acknowledge, but they actually enable, give you an impetus, give you support to create enterprises, to create wealth, to create jobs. Because I think world over, not just in India, not just in Telangana, but world over, the biggest challenge for any leader, be it a chief minister or a prime minister or a governor or a president, irrespective of what title you hold, the biggest challenge today is employment creation, is to ensure that the youth, the most important resource for any nation, the human capital, is leveraged to the hilt. The most important challenge that any nation, especially a growing one like India, can have is to ensure that the energies that can be unleashed by the power of the youth are channelized in the right direction. Now that is something I think can only happen with private sector working together with the government. Because government alone can only do so much. Government alone can only absorb so much percentage of the youth. If you look at any developed country in the world, you would see that the private sector, in fact, thriving, doing rather well, contributing to the nation, contributing to the world at large, coming out with new ideas, really pushing boundaries, charting the uncharted. The story of entrepreneurship is something in which you're only limited by imagination, literally. Especially in a country like India, if you think for a minute, more than 50% of India today is less than the age of 27. India's median age is 27. We're a very young country. In fact, 65% of India is less than the age of 35. And this includes both men and women. Now, this is possibly the youngest country on the planet, and this is possibly the biggest resource we have at our disposal. Of course, we have abundant water, abundant land, we have abundant mineral resources, we have abundant other resources. The most important resource we have, of course, is human capital. Now, why do I say this? You look at a country like Japan. Japan hardly has 15% of land mass that is actually useful for inhabitation, to live, to do something, to work, etc., etc. And Japan, as most of you know, is one of the biggest sufferers after World War II. The only nuclear bomb that ever exploded on this planet was in Japan in 1940s. In Hiroshima, 15% of utilizable land, a country which suffered nuclear attack, a country which is prone to earthquakes, severe earthquakes, a country which is prone to tsunamis, a country which has got a long coastline and very little natural resources, has today become a force to reckon with. It is the third largest economy after US and China. And it is only 1/10 or in fact 1/12 of our size in terms of population. So without natural resources, with all these obstacles against them, what did the Japanese have? The only thing they had was the human intellect and human capital. And you can also look at Japan's neighbor, South Korea, Republic of Korea. Again, a fascinating story. More than 90% of the land mass in South Korea, again, is unutilizable. Again, everything stacked up against them. Very little natural resources. But today, if you go home, when you go home actually, all of you, please look around in your drawing room. Please look around in your bedroom. Please look around in your veranda, in your portico. You will see so many Korean and Japanese products. You'll see a Sony TV, you'll see a LG refrigerator, you'll possibly have a Hyundai car or some other make. You'll probably have a Toyota or a Honda or a... You can go on. There's so many things that these two countries have created between these two. It's amazing to even think and contemplate because again, this is culturally very, very similar to India. The kind of power that they have unleashed over the last few decades is something that's truly impressive and truly amazing. And each and every time I've been to these two countries, I've come back with mixed bag of emotions. You feel sad for India. You feel happy for them. You have to think, you have to contemplate as to why and where we kind of lost out. And not too far from us, by the way. Across the Himalayas, on the other side, we have China, who's again become a force to reckon with. Now they're the second largest economy in the world. Right after United States, they're the second largest economy. So three countries which are not very far from us, China, Japan, Korea, I can go on, Malaysia, Singapore. All these countries have outdone their potential, have come out with world-class innovations. Even a small country like Israel, again, not very far from us, have outdone themselves. I think entrepreneurs of today, we cannot be content, Indians cannot be content in being some really good chief executives of large corporations which have been founded by somebody else. We take a lot of pride, of course. Satya Nadella, we take a lot of pride. Sundar Pichai, we take a lot of pride. Shantanu Narayan, we take a lot of pride. We keep saying, see how Indians have made it so big. And we keep taking a lot of pride each and every day. We hear about one more Indian CEO, Indra Nooyi and others, who've been born and raised here but have made the United States or the West their home. When they go there and achieve and accomplish something, we take a lot of pride. The question that we need to ask ourselves after we go home today, how many world-class Indian products are there across the boardrooms, drawing rooms and bedrooms in other parts of the world? Not a single one. I'm sorry to say this. I mean, if you take Tata Land Rover as an Indian product, then maybe yes, but otherwise it's an acquisition. Land Rover was acquired, Range Rover was acquired by Tata, so therefore Jaguar was acquired, so therefore. But otherwise, not a single Indian product, in spite of us being the most populous country in the world. ప్రపంచంలోనే అతిపెద్ద దేశం భారతదేశం. చెప్పాలంటే చాలా చెప్పొచ్చు. ఇది చేసాం, అది చేసామని. ప్రపంచానికి సున్నా అందించాం. నిజంగానే సున్నా అందించాం. ఏం అందించాం, మనం ఏం చేసామో? సౌత్ కొరియా నుంచి ఇన్ని ప్రోడక్ట్స్ వస్తుంటే, జపాన్ నుంచి అన్ని ప్రోడక్ట్స్ వస్తుంటే, మనం ఏమో చిన్న చిన్న పనులు చేసి దానికే మురిసిపోయి ఇది చేసాము, అది చేసాం. My humble request to all of you, especially the young women entrepreneurs here, who now have another opportunity, another fantastic, very soon, you'll have a platform to exhibit your products. You'll have opportunities to collaborate, market your products, opportunities to collaborate. I've heard the SARC, representatives speak. We have some fantastic ecosystem and a lot of, enablers here. Now, the question is, are we going to be content doing something in Telangana for Telangana? Are we going to be content doing something in India for India? Or are we going to come out with world-class products and push the boundaries and aim for the moon? Because time has come now for India to take its rightful position in the world. Unfortunately, whatever has happened over the last 75 years is not enough. We're still only a 3 trillion economy. Whereas China, which was the same size as us in 1987 in terms of an economy, has raised past us. Now they're 18 trillion economy. We're still a 3 trillion economy. They're almost 6 times bigger than us. My humble request to all the entrepreneurs is, like I said, there's been no better time in the history of independent India to be an entrepreneur. Earlier there was a time, I'm sure, Ramadevi Garu will relate. When she started her journey, I'm sure about 3 decades ago, 4 decades ago, మీరు 40 years industry అన్నారు కదా, 40 years కిందట Ramadevi Garu journey start చేసినప్పుడు I'm sure the obstacles were much higher. The entry barriers were much taller. Even now they are there. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that being an entrepreneur in India is easy. But it's become easier than what it was a few decades ago. It's much more easier to network, much more easier to connect, much more easier to exhibit, much more easier to reach the world now because technology has enabled us. Governments understand that business is important. Governments understand that wealth creation, employment creation is important. My humble request to all the entrepreneurs in this room, Santoshi was showing off her tractor. I think it's a tractor or an agri trencher. You have to forgive my ignorance. I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure it's a cool product. She was saying, I would like to expand. I'd like to start a larger factory in 5 to 10 acres. No, I think that should be the ambition. Wanting to do something larger, not just for India. I think try to push the boundaries, do something for the world, expand your horizons, and keep pushing the envelope. Don't be content being a women entrepreneur. Give men a run for their money. Give men a run for their money. Make them feel insignificant. Make them, feel that people keep saying the women should make, women should, feel inferior or no less than a man. I think, in fact, women are more strong in whatever sense, except physically, I think. I think there are a lot of women who can beat me up here. That's a different story. But you're strong in every possible domain. You're stronger emotionally, in terms of balance, in terms of sense of what is right, what is wrong. So many things, so many attributes. My humble request is, Government of Telangana has already created 3 women entrepreneurs parks, including the one in Nandigama, which again, and the one in Gajula Ramaram that Elip has created. We also have one more in Sultanpur. I think there's one more. Ekkada inkoti? Tupranlo inkoti undi. So all these are already available for you. If you want me to create one more, like Ramadevi Garu was asking. Unfortunately, Sultanpur, we've run out of land. I'm more than happy, Ramadevi Garu. మీరు ఇందాక చెప్తున్నారు మహబూబ్ నగర్లో పనిచేస్తున్నాం మేము, అక్కడ కూడా చాలా చక్కటి పని చేస్తున్నాము, అక్కడ కూడా చాలా మందిని ఆంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్స్ తయారు చేసే ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాం. విలేజ్ లెవెల్ ఆంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్స్ గురించి కూడా మీరు అక్కడ నాకు ఇచ్చిన షీట్లో మాట్లాడారు. విలేజ్ లెవెల్ ఆంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్స్ టుడే, ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ థ్యాంక్స్ టు మై ప్రీవియస్ గవర్నమెంట్స్, థ్యాంక్స్ టు ద పీపుల్ హూ వర్క్ బిఫోర్ మీ, Telangana is one of those rare states and Andhra Pradesh is one of those rare states where women self-help groups are extremely strongly organized. వేల కోట్ల రూపాయలు ఒక్క తెలంగాణలో నాకు తెలిసి సంవత్సరానికి 14-15 వేల కోట్ల రూపాయలు డిస్బర్స్ అవుతుంది విమెన్ సెల్ఫ్ హెల్ప్ గ్రూప్స్కి. బ్యాంక్ లింకేజ్ల రూపంలో 5 లక్షలు 10 లక్షలు మొత్తం అది మెప్మా ద్వారా, అదేవిధంగా సెర్ప్ ద్వారా, సొసైటీ ఫర్ ఎలిమినేషన్ ఆఫ్ రూరల్ పావర్టీ ద్వారా ఈరోజు ఒక్క తెలంగాణలో 14-15 వేల కోట్ల రూపాయలు మహిళలకి డిస్బర్స్ అవుతా ఉన్నాయి. అండ్ జీరో ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఆన్ దీస్. మై హంబుల్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఇస్, మేడం, హైదరాబాద్ లేదా వరంగల్ ఈ 2 పట్టణాల్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళే విమెన్ ఆంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్స్ కాదు, బయట కూడా చాలామంది ఉన్నారు, చాలా కేపబుల్ ఉన్నారు. రూరల్ ఏరియాస్లో కూడా మీరే అన్నారు ఇందాక, మహబూబ్ నగర్లో అక్కడ కొంతమంది లంబాడీ అమ్మాయిలతో కూడా పనిచేస్తున్నాము, ఎస్టీ అమ్మాయిలతో పనిచేస్తున్నాము, చాలా చక్కగా పనిచేస్తున్నారని చెప్పారు. నా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే, తెలంగాణలో ఈరోజు మీ కళ్ళ ముందు ఆంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్‌షిప్ ఇస్ నాట్ జస్ట్ అబౌట్ టెక్నాలజీ. యాజ్ సంతోషి హెస్ షోన్, you can come out with manufacturing, and this is in fact a manufacturing park is what you were telling me just now. నా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే మీ అందరితో కూడా, తెలంగాణలో ఈరోజు మీ కళ్ళ ముందు 5 రకాల విప్లవాలు ఆవిష్కరించబడుతున్నాయి. కొత్త సస్య విప్లవం. సస్య విప్లవం అంటే గ్రీన్ రెవల్యూషన్. ఎనీ నాన్ తెలుగు స్పీకర్స్ హియర్? అచ్చా, there are some. I'll have to translate now. A new green revolution is actually unfolding in Telangana as we speak. When the state began its journey, we were procuring about 68 lakh metric tons of paddy. As of last year, we procured 2.5 crore metric tons of paddy, second only to Punjab. That is how Telangana has grown in terms of how agricultural expansion has happened. Also, that is green revolution. Also, Telangana has 46,000 lakes and tanks through a program called Mission Kakatiya. In fact, Ramadevi Garu, she was talking about aqua, fish rearing, fish culture. My humble request to all of you, 46,000 lakes and tanks and new reservoirs that have been created have made Telangana today the #1 state in the country for inland fisheries. Blue revolution is what is unfolding in Telangana. And fish that I talk about, or even other, seafood and freshwater food that can be cultivated in lakes and tanks, is something that you should look at very, very closely. We have a fantastic policy, food processing policy, that encourages you to do that. And there are a variety of fishes that can be consumed in Telangana, in India. And there is other variety that also can be grown here, raised here, reared here, and exported to the world outside, West, Europe, US, other parts of the world. The third revolution that's unfolding right in front of your eyes is actually pink revolution. Pink revolution is not that of my party, not that of my political party. Of course, that is also happening, and that is, we are going to win back and come back again and talk to you guys in the same room next year. That is also going to happen. But pink revolution that's happening is also meat processing industry and how well that's shaping up. Meat processing is something that, again, is extremely important, because as affluence grows, as wealth grows, what will happen is people start eating better, people start eating more, more food which is full of protein. As a result, today, Telangana's livestock, in fact, because of a sheep rearing program that we have taken up, has doubled. And with the second lot that is being allotted now, I think Telangana will become the #1 state in India in terms of livestock, which again gives you ample room to go into the meat processing industry, which is called pink revolution. The fourth revolution that's also unfolding here is white revolution, which is nothing but dairy. Now, dairy in Telangana, the Vijaya dairy, which is a government dairy, was actually in losses when we assumed office. Now, today Vijaya dairy gives, and there is ample capacity. My request again to all of you, I'll just give you one example as to how important this white revolution is, milk production is. There's a company called Fonterra. It was earlier called New Zealand Dairy Board. It's a New Zealand company. This one single enterprise, one single company, contributes to 8% of New Zealand's GDP. That's how important this amazing industry is, dairy industry is. Now, dairy, when I say, it's not just milk. Everything that comes with it. There's butter, there's cheese, there's chocolates, there's so many things that you can do in the dairy industry. And again, today India, in fact, imports a lot of these from outside, from abroad. This is another very, very important area. And the fifth one I'll tell you about is, today we import a lot of our edible oils, వంట నూనెలు దిగుమతి చేసుకుంటున్నాం. తెలంగాణ ఈరోజు ఒక కొత్త విప్లవానికి శ్రీకారం చుట్టింది. yellow revolution, ఆయిల్ పామ్ రెవల్యూషన్. 20 లక్షల ఎకరాల్లో తెలంగాణలో ఇప్పుడు ఆయిల్ పామ్ పంట పండించాలని ఒక లక్ష్యంగా పెట్టుకున్నాం. అందులో ఇప్పుడు మొదటి సంవత్సరం 1,50,000 చేరుకుంటున్నాం. తప్పకుండా ఇది పెరుగు, ఇండియాలోనే అది పెంచాలి. ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ ఇండియాలో 41 కోట్ల ఎకరాల సాగు భూమి ఉంది. ఇండియాలో 70,000 టీఎంసీల నీళ్లున్నాయి. ఇన్ని పెట్టుకుని కూడా మనం బయట నుంచి తిండి తెచ్చుకోవడం, బయట నుంచి ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఏదో దిగుమతి చేసుకోవడం అంటే సిగ్గుచేటు. కాబట్టే మన ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఈ 5 రంగాల్లో ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పిన గ్రీన్ రెవల్యూషన్, బ్లూ రెవల్యూషన్, పింక్ రెవల్యూషన్, వైట్ రెవల్యూషన్ అండ్ yellow రెవల్యూషన్, ఈ 5ంటికి తెలంగాణలో బీజం పడింది. అద్భుతంగా తెలంగాణ భారతదేశం మొత్తానికే ఒక ఆదర్శప్రాయమైన రాష్ట్రంగా ఈ 5 రకాల విప్లవాలతో ముందుకు పోబోతా ఉంది. ఇందులో మీకు అవకాశాలు చాలా ఉన్నాయి. అది నేను చెప్తున్న పాయింట్. మీరు ఏం కావాలంటే, ఏం చేయాలంటే కూడా ఈ 5 రంగాల్లో, అంటే ఎంతసేపు ఎంటర్ప్రైజ్ అంటే, ఆంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్ అంటే హైదరాబాదు, నందిగామ, సుల్తాన్ వైపు పోర్ట్ యాక్టివిటీస్ కావాలంటే సూర్యాపేట జిల్లా మొత్తం ఉంది, నల్గొండ జిల్లా మొత్తం ఉంది. మీరు గిరిజన ప్రాంతాల్లో పనిచేయాలనుకుంటే ములుగు ఉంది, ఆదిలాబాద్ ఉంది, ఆసిఫాబాద్ ఉంది, భద్రాద్రి కొత్తగూడెం ఉంది, ఇంకా చాలా జిల్లాలు ఉన్నాయి. అదేవిధంగా మీకు ఇంకా ఇతర ఎన్నో జిల్లాల్లో ఎన్నో కొత్త వనరులు ఉన్నాయి. నా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే మీ అందరితో కూడా, చాలా యాపిల్ పండించడం స్టార్ట్ చేశాడు. యాపిల్స్ విచ్ వీ థింక్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ రైట్ ఆఫ్ హిమాచల్, మన దగ్గర పండిస్తున్నారు ఆదిలాబాద్లో. మన దగ్గర ఫిగ్స్ పండిస్తున్నారు, ఖజూర్, అవి కూడా పండిస్తున్నారు. నేనేమన్నా అంటే, దయచేసి that's why I keep saying, you're only limited by your imagination. What can be done, what should be done. Please don't aim small. నేను మొన్నెవరో చెప్పారు నాకు, మహిళల ఆంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్ అంటే పీపీపీ అన్నారు, పికిల్స్, పాపడ్స్ అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఏదో చెప్పారు దీప్తి, పెట్టి కోట్స్ అన్నారు. నేనేమంటున్నానంటే, రాకెట్లు తయారు చేయడంలో కూడా మహిళలు రావాలి, అంతరిక్షంలో కూడా రావాలి, టెక్నాలజీలోకి రావాలి, ఫుడ్ ప్రాసెసింగ్లోకి రావాలి, అన్నింట్లోకి వస్తేనే ఓన్లీ వెన్ యూ స్టార్ట్ పుషింగ్ దీస్ envelopes and pushing the right buttons, you will achieve the success that you deserve. My humble request, government will stand with you, government will enable what you want to do, but you'll have to step up, you'll have to raise your game, you'll have to start thinking big and start expanding your horizons. Don't be content in getting MSME support from Government of India, Government of Telangana. మేము చేసేదేదో కొంత మేము చేస్తాం, కానీ ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా అద్భుతమైన పేరు సంపాదించే ప్రొడక్ట్స్ తయారు చేయాలి అంటే మాత్రం ప్యాషన్తో, అంబిషన్తో, అగ్రెషన్తో పనిచేస్తే తప్పకుండా మీరు అనుకున్నవన్నీ అవుతాయి. You can take Ramadevi garu as an example. She is very tenacious. She doesn't take no for an answer. Ramadevi garini no అని చెప్పడం కష్టం. She is always persuasive, always chasing. తప్పకుండా వారిని ఆదర్శంగా తీసుకున్నట్టయితే మీరు కూడా డెఫినెట్గా will achieve a lot of success. And she is always always with a smile on her face. She'll ask you very politely, ఇది చేయండి. మేడం మీరు చెప్పినవి చేద్దాం, కానీ నేను చెప్పినవి కూడా ఒకటి రెండు చేయండి అప్పుడప్పుడు. మీరు రూరల్ తెలంగాణను ఒక సవాల్గా తీసుకుందాం, గ్రామీణ ప్రాంతాల్లో. ఎందుకంటే అందరూ హైదరాబాద్ మీద వచ్చి పడితే మనం కూడా బెంగళూరు అవుతాం. మరి మనం కూడా బెంగళూరు లాగా ఎప్పుడు ఎయిర్పోర్ట్లో దిగితే ఎప్పుడు ఇంటికి పోతామో తెలియని పరిస్థితి కావాలంటే మనం కూడా అట్లా అయిపోతాం. ఇప్పటికే కొద్దిగా అవుతున్నాం. ఇన్ని ఫ్లైఓవర్లు కట్టినా, 35 ఫ్లైఓవర్లు కట్టాం, అయినా ట్రాఫిక్ తగ్గట్లేదు. ఇంకా మెట్రో ఎక్స్పాండ్ చేస్తే తప్ప, ఇంకోటి చేస్తే తప్ప పరిస్థితి మారేటట్టు కూడా లేదు. అందుకే నేను మీతో కూడా అప్పీల్ చేస్తా ఉన్నా, హైదరాబాద్లో మన వాళ్ళం ఉన్నాం, కానీ మిగతా వాళ్ళ కోసం ఎక్కడికక్కడ గ్రామీణ ప్రాంతాల్లో ఇండస్ట్రీలు, మిగతా వాళ్ళకి ఎక్కడికక్కడ అవకాశాలు, ఉపాధి అవకాశాలు కూడా వచ్చినట్టయితే మీకు, మాకు, మనందరికీ, రాష్ట్రానికి, దేశానికి లాభం. మళ్ళొకసారి ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి నన్ను ఆహ్వానించినందుకు రమాదేవి గారికి, అందరికీ మిత్రులకు ధన్యవాదాలు. జై తెలంగాణ, జై భారత్.
Thank you so much, sir, for that inspirational words and valuable advice. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for honoring the chief guest and guest of honors and presenting vote of thanks, I would like to invite Srimati Y. Tripuramba Garu, Senior Vice President, CD Alip, and Treasurer, WEITTC, for presenting the mementos. Please put your hands together for Srimati Y. Tripuramba Garu.
A very great evening to all of you. Today, the entire MC of Alip is in a festive mood. Sir, this is an 80-year-old dream. This is an 80-year-old dream, this VITTC. And it was born 2 years ago, but within your golden hands, it's getting a foundation stone. Sir, we have a feel that whatever you do for us will click like anything. We won many applauses when you laid a foundation stone for our V-Hub. We get energized looking at you. And anytime when Mr. KTR speaks, Nandigama speech was really, we recorded and we always listen to it. So we get really encouraged, sir. Being a very young minister, you're taking us to a greater heights. You started your career as a young minister, but you are taking us to a greater heights. We're always obliged. And I just want to mention one thing. In the rural India, we made our presence, sir. In Telangana, when we started the Vande Mataram project, we had 220 centers where we taught 3 types of skills. And that is industrial garmenting, jute making, and also artisans training. So yesterday when I happened to meet Madam Susila Garu in NABARD, she is agreed to make Alip a rural presence into the agripreneurship. And we also proudly say that TS Agros, being a single NTI, we have trained 100 people in our CED, the fertilizer shop people, and we have taught them many agri-entrepreneurship programs. Now I request Mrs. Ramadevi Garu to hand over a memento to our chief guest. Though he is absent, I would like to mention about Mr. Mahipal Reddy, our MLA in Nandigama. He has been very helpful to us in getting many clearances and hitches regarding the land and otherwise. I would now request Mrs. Sridevi Garu to hand over a memento to Sri Jayesh Ranjan Garu. Sir, you are our mentor and you are a pillar of strength to us for the past few decades. We take him for granted that he is there and we can do anything. Thank you so much, sir, for the great support and guidance. And may now request Mrs. Shailaja to come and hand over a memento to D. Chandrasekhar Garu. Sir, without MSME, we are not there. In all the programs I conduct as EDPs, MSME officials will come and take a session and they will be explaining. And he is giving us all opportunities in exhibiting our products abroad. And recently we have been to Las Vegas. How many? 16 people have gone to Las Vegas, and it was a very good click. Thank you so much, MSME, for giving us an opportunity. Yeah, one of the lady got a $25 order also, 25,000. And I would like to thank Mr. E.V. Narasimha Reddy Garu. I like Mrs. Durga Bhavani to come and hand over a memento to him. Sir, this is a dream project, sir, TICC. And this is a jewel in the crown, first of its kind. Make it significant and an exemplary building and make the Telangana proud. I request Mrs. Ranjani to come and hand over a memento to Srimati Susila Chintala. Madam, despite of your today's tight schedule, you have obliged us, and thanks for the cooperation and guidance, whatever you are giving to us. And with NABARD, we are doing a lot of products, LEDPs and all that, and they have been financially also contributing for many of our programs. Thank you so much, Madam, for your vision. And I would like to invite Srimati Annapurna to come and give a memento to Sri Himanshu Asthana Garu, GM SIDBI. SIDBI is a, Mrs. Ramadevi was on board of SIDBI for some time, sir. We take SIDBI as our own bank. And you have been supporting us in all our exhibitions. Thank you so much. And SIDBI's innovative scheme recently introduced is against invoices. They are going to do the funding for MSME, not Navaratis, all genuine companies, which is a good product which is going to come out. And I would like to thank all the CEOs who are present here. My special thanks to Srimati Vatsala Mishra. She is on our board and most positive executive. Yeah. And Dr. E. Vishnuvardhan Reddy Garu, IFS Special Secretary, and Mrs. Geeta Bachu. Sri Balamallu Garu, Honorable Chairman TICC. Sir, we are highly obliged with your presence, and I request Mrs. Mahalakshmi to hand over a memento to him. Sir, thanks for the support all the time you are giving. And all the SVPs who contributed money and handed over the check, and we'll see a golden tenor in promoting these imports and exports. It's not just with the SAARC countries anymore. We'll be expanding to Asiana, and we have already our presence in SADC and European regions, so we'll make it big. I'm quite sure about it. And I thank Mrs. Sheila Bede and Ms. Pramila Acharya for their support and messages they have given. And Mrs. Ramadev Garu, thanks for driving us. And all the staff. And I thank the Park Hyatt for this beautiful arrangements they have made. Thank you so much. I would like to give one... yeah. Ajay, can you just hand over the memento to Sri Vishnuvardhan? Thank you so much, sir, for your presence.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this occasion and all our guests of honors. And I would request you all to stay back for the national anthem. I would request everyone to please raise for the national anthem, sir. We have the national anthem. Can we have the national anthem, please?
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. Thank you so much. I would request our startups to take back their positions out there because sir is about to visit your stalls. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this occasion. I would like to thank everybody. Now we can proceed for the networking and high tea. Thank you so much, everybody. This is Shanshu Sharma signing off for the day.
నందమూరి నటసింహం బాలకృష్ణ గారు అదేవిధంగా సీనియర్ జర్నలిస్ట్ ఎస్ వెంకటనారాయణ గారు, తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ అధ్యక్షులు అచ్చెన్నాయుడు గారు, ఎన్టీఆర్ గారి కుటుంబ సభ్యులు అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ఈ ఎన్టీఆర్ అసెంబ్లీ ప్రసంగాలు, చారిత్రక ప్రసంగాలు అనే 2 పుస్తకాలని ఎడిట్ చేసే అవకాశం నాకు చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు కల్పించినందుకు ముఖ్యంగా ధన్యవాదాలు. ఎందుకంటే చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు ఎప్పుడో ఒకటి చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, చరిత్రని మనం డాక్యుమెంట్ చేయాలి, చరిత్ర ఒక డైరెక్షన్ ఇస్తుంది అని చెప్తా ఉంటారు. ఆ క్రమంలోనే నేను ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారి శత జయంతిని పురస్కరించుకొని ఏం చేస్తున్నారు అనేటువంటి దాని మీద ఓ రోజు జనార్దన్ గారిని కలిసి నేను అడిగాను, ఏం చేస్తున్నారు అని అన్నప్పుడు అప్పుడు నేను చెప్పా, ఇట్లాగా నాకు కొన్ని ఆలోచనలు ఉన్నాయి. ఆయన అసెంబ్లీ స్పీచెస్ని ఇప్పటి వరకు కూడా ఎవరు కూడా పుస్తక రూపంలో తీసుకురాలేదు. చాలామంది ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారి గురించి చాలా తెలుసు, కానీ ఆయన గురించి తెలుసుకోవాల్సింది ఇంకా చాలా ఉంటుంది. ఆయన అనేక స్కీమ్స్ పెట్టారు, చారిత్రాత్మకమైనటువంటి స్కీమ్స్ పెట్టారు. కానీ ఆ స్కీమ్స్ పెట్టడానికి కారణాలు ఏంటి, ఆయన్ని పురికొల్పినటువంటి ఆలోచన విధానం ఏంటి అనేటువంటి చాలామంది తెలియపోవచ్చు. అందుకని ఆయన అసెంబ్లీ స్పీచెస్లో, అసెంబ్లీ వేదికగా అద్భుతమైనటువంటి ప్రసంగాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఆయన భావజాలం ఏంటి, ఆయన ఆలోచనలు ఏంటి, ఆయన సమాజం గురించి ఏం ఆలోచించారు, పేదవారి గురించి ఏం ఆలోచించారు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఆయన అసెంబ్లీ స్పీచెస్లో అదేవిధంగా చారిత్రక ప్రసంగాలు ఉన్నాయి. అయితే ఇవన్నీ నేను దాదాపు 7-8 నెలలుగా దీనిని అంతా పరిశోధించి సేకరించి దీన్ని పుస్తక రూపంలో తీసుకురావడం జరిగింది. దీనికి ముఖ్యంగా ఏంటంటే భావితరాలకి, అంటే ఎన్టీఆర్ గారి రెలవెన్స్ గతంలోనే కాదు వర్తమానంలో ఫ్యూచర్లో కూడా ఉంది అని తెలియజెప్పడం మా ఉద్దేశం. ఎందుకంటే ఆయన్ని తెలుసుకోవాలి. నేను ఈ సందర్భంగా ఒక చిన్న ఉదాహరణ చెప్తాను. 1983లో ఇదే విజయవాడలో కాన్క్లేవ్ పెట్టారు, మహానాడు కాన్క్లేవ్. అప్పుడు అదే సంవత్సరం నేను జర్నలిజంలో ప్రవేశించాను. అప్పుడు విజయవాడ ఇబ్రహీంపట్నం సర్క్యూట్ గెస్ట్ హౌస్లో ఒక ప్రెస్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ పెట్టారు. నేషనల్ జర్నలిస్టులందరూ కూడా దానికి హాజరయ్యారు. ఆ సమయంలో ఆ ప్రెస్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఒక నేషనల్ జర్నలిస్ట్, దానికి బహుశా వెంకటనారాయణ గారు కూడా హాజరైనట్టు నాకు గుర్తు. అప్పుడు ఒక విలేకరు అడిగాడు, సార్ యు ఆర్ లక్కీ యూ డి నాట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ హై కమాండ్ అన్నారు. అప్పుడు వెంటనే ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారు మాట అన్నారు, పీపుల్ ఆర్ మై హై కమాండ్ అన్నాడు. వెంటనే ఒక బుల్లెట్ లాగా వచ్చింది. అది తెల్లవారి జాతీయ పత్రికల్లో కూడా ఒక బాక్స్ ఐటమ్ అయింది. ప్రజలే నా హైకమాండ్, అంటే ప్రజలకి ఎంత జవాబుదారీతనంగా ఉండాలి అనేటువంటిది ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారు చెప్పారు. ఆ రోజు నుంచి కూడా ఆయన ప్రజలకు ఏం చేయాలి అనేటువంటి దాని మీదనే ఎక్కువ ఆలోచించారు. ఆయన ప్రసంగాలు చూసినట్లయితే మొత్తం సమాజము, పేదరిక నిర్మూలన అనేటువంటి మొత్తం ఉంటాయి తప్ప ఆయన ఎక్కడా కూడా ఆయన అంటే కోటీసుల గురించో లేకపోతే వేరే వాళ్ళ గురించో కూడా ఆయన మాట్లాడేవాళ్ళు కాదు. నేను ఇంకొక చిన్న ఉదాహరణ చెప్పి ముగిస్తాను. ఒక సందర్భంలో ఆయన ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా ఉండగా హైదరాబాద్లో హోటల్లో తినుబండార రేట్లు చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నాయి, ఇవి పేదవాళ్ళు తినలేకపోతున్నారని చెప్పి ఆ తినుబండారాల రేట్లు తగ్గిస్తూ ఒక జీవో తీసుకొచ్చారు. జీవో తీసుకొస్తే అప్పుడు హోటల్స్ వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా స్ట్రైక్ చేశారు. అప్పుడు ఆయన అన్నపూర్ణ క్యాంటీన్స్, మనం చాలామంది అనుకుంటారు జయలలిత గారు పెట్టారు క్యాంటీన్స్, అమ్మ క్యాంటీన్స్ అనుకుంటారు, కానీ ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారు పెట్టారు హోటల్. అది పేదవాళ్ళకి అందుబాటులో ఉండాలి ధరలు అని చెప్పి అన్నపూర్ణ క్యాంటీన్స్ 1983లో పెట్టారు. ఇట్లాంటి అనేక అంశాలు ఆయన అంటే ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారి గురించి తెలుసుకోవాలంటే, ఆయన మీద పూర్తి సాధికారత రావాలంటే ఆయన అసెంబ్లీ ప్రసంగాలు చదవాలి, చారిత్రక ప్రసంగాలు చదవాలి. అయితే మేము దీనిని ఏంటంటే కొంచెం అంటే చాలా అనేక వేల పేజీలు వస్తాయి. అందువల్ల నేను, జనార్దన్ గారు, రావుల చంద్రశేఖర్ రెడ్డి గారు కూర్చొని దానిని కుదించి ఈ పుస్తక రూపంలో తీసుకొచ్చాము. దీనికి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు మాకు పూర్తి సహకారం అందించారు, గో హెడ్ అన్నారు, మమ్మల్ని ప్రోత్సహించారు. నేను అదేవిధంగా ఇంకోటి కూడా నేను చెప్పదలుచుకున్నాను. ఎన్టీ రామారావు గారు నిజమైనటువంటి అంబేద్కరిస్ట్. ఎందుకంటే అంబేద్కర్ రిపబ్లిక్ పార్టీలో ఏవైతే కొన్ని అంశాలు చెప్పారో అవి ఆచరణలో చూపించారు. అదేవిధంగా మహాత్మా పూలే, సావిత్రి పూలే మహిళల ఆస్తి హక్కు, మహిళల విద్య, ఇటువంటి అంశాల గురించి చెప్పారు. అంటే మహాత్మా పూలే ప్లస్ అంబేద్కర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎన్టీఆర్. అందువల్ల నా ఎర్నెస్ట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఈ ప్రసంగాలు ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ చదవాలి. ఎన్టీఆర్ గారిని అర్థం చేసుకోవాలంటే, ఎన్టీఆర్ గారి భావజాలం తెలియాలంటే ఈ పుస్తకాలు చదవండి, ఈ పుస్తకాల మీద చర్చ జరగాలి. అదేవిధంగా నేను చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారిని కూడా ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను, రాబోయే రోజుల్లో తెలుగు